Hey again, Sharlene Styles back in this chair sharing my story with you for 7 days in video. This is a real test for me. Um, so you may know my story so far. Financial advisor in the finance world, from wealth, transition to health as a holistic nutritionist and lifestyle coach, and so much more. So I've been sharing that in the videos over the last few days. So if you haven't already listened to them, feel free to do that and hear about all the little pieces so far. And I'm sure there's going to be much more. Okay, so in the beginning, I thought, what am I going to talk about for 7 days? But there's so much, and it's interesting when something comes so easily to us, we don't see it as a gift because we think everyone else has that same gift. So that should be a topic of another video. But today, what I wanted to talk to you about was I think one of the things that maybe sets me apart a little bit, but it sets me apart because it's who I am and it's what I do, and it's maybe not in line with like holistic nutrition. Of course, it's not, but everything that fuels you, nourishes your mind, body, and soul is nutrition, right? So, one of the things that is near and dear to my heart and has been for many years is your external environment. And this started as a quest very long time ago. My gosh, it's close to 20 years now. Um, I and a friend, as a fun little side business, what we did is we opened up a home decor store because that's something we're both interested in. And from there, that love just kind of spawned and grew. And it's always been something that's been part of my life, whether I've been in finance or in health. It's something that I've kind of kept on the side and it's somewhat separate. It's just a fun little hobby business. But it's also who I am, and what people often reach out to me for, which is really interesting, is help with design and decor. And yes, in the last few years, I've gotten into creating architectural design, not in a in a very professional way. I do it under the guidance and help of a very dear and near friend of mine and a guru. But anyhow, it's part of what I do and who I am. But from a holistic perspective and a holistic lifestyle perspective, I do believe your external environment is so connected to your internal environment. I believe what's happening on the inside is reflected to what's happening around you, and vice versa. So your external environment is a reflection of what's going on internally, whether that's not just your home, your space, your office, your environment in which you're surrounding yourself with, which that's part of it, but how you show up in relationships, what you're seeing mirrored back to you is a reflection of what's going on internally. So the things that piss you off in someone else is a reflection of something going on internally within you. How you find joy in relationships or other people, or something you admire in someone else, conversely, is the exact same. It's a reflection of what's going on inside of you internally. There's this old parable about this old story that if you're walking holding a cup of coffee and someone bumps into you and the coffee spills, what happened? Like, what was the problem? Why did the coffee spill? Because someone bumped into you? No, it's because what was inside of your mug was coffee. If you had water inside of there, water would have spilled. So the same holds true for us as a container. When we are squeezed, what comes out is really a reflection of what's going on inside. So when you are stressed, aggravated, pissed off, what comes out? Is it acceptance and not judgment? Or is it anger and frustration? So these are the things that I believe are such important elements to be examined. So not just how you're living in the space around you, although I do believe that's very important. If your environment is cluttered and dark and dingy, and there's things that don't have a home, or things that are like you've been intending to do and they've been there for years, like what kind of a drain of your energy and your mental capacity does that provide? and stymie you and your progress, not only now, but for how many years has it been lingering? So just getting that shit done and addressing it. I think as you clean your external environment, you also clean and reposition and organize your internal environment. So yes, I deal with, space clearings for sure, design, decor, organization, all of that. Now that's not applicable to everybody that I deal with, although it is an option, and I do believe a very big piece of this whole holistic pie. Huh, see what I did there? Well, that wasn't even intentional. Anyhow, I would invite you to leave me your comments and let me know how you feel about this, and if you've seen this yourself, or maybe now that I'm bringing it up, maybe it's a bit of a reflection for you to make a connection of, right, my home environment, there's some things, or my office environment could use some tidying, and please let me know if that's the case. I find, isn't it so liberating when you like organize that drawer or that cabinet, the closet, like anything. It just feels like there's order and it's refreshed, and it's like, okay, now there's a system and I get it and I know where to find things. Like, it's so freeing. But it does go much more beyond just the aesthetics. So from function and organization, of course, to design, but also all of that can be applied inward, right? So function internally, aesthetics, and design internally. So these two are very much a mirror, I believe, and it's something that I take a very close look at when I'm dealing with my clients. I'd love to hear what you think and your feedback. And again, as always, if this is something you'd like to address yourself directly with me, feel free to DM me. We can set up a consultation, a 30-minute complimentary lifestyle and energy assessment. And if this is a block, I can give you some ideas of where to go or what to do. Or if you want to dive deeper, this is the chance to do that with me. We can see if a coaching program is something suitable for you, and if I'm the right person for you, or if you're the right person for me. That's how it works. It's like a dating, the meet when you assess each other. Anyhow, I'll invite you for the meet in a discovery session if that's so what you choose. And if not, stay tuned here. I'm going to share some more little tips and tricks and things that I believe are important, that have shaped my story, and what it is that I bring to the table when I work with people one-on-one. Thanks, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.